Hello my beautiful Bitterroots, welcome to my channel, and today I have my Project Disney Princess update for you guys. I can't remember how long this was supposed to go to, September or August. So I will go another month. I think it's supposed to end till September. And then maybe pull up a new project to be read series after that. So one book I don't have with me, it's actually in my truck and I'm too lazy to go get it. So anyway, so the first one that I have available is Purple, which is number 12, which is Rapunzel, and it was Greater Glory by James Scott Bell. This was a good book. This is book 1. I don't know if I'm gonna read, if I want to read any more of the series. I don't know if it like grabbed my attention. Like I've had this in this project since the very first one, and it took me forever to get it read. So I mean, it was good, but not like super exciting for me. So yeah. And then this one, we had Teal in Sanctum, and that was number 8, which was Merida, and then I chose the color teal, and that was the Sanctum. And I started reading it, but I haven't finished it, and that's the one that's out in my truck right now. So that one's a pretty good series. It is young adult, mild swearing in it, but it's I would definitely want to read the whole series. So I just need to get on to reading the second book. The second book, I don't know what it is. I'm just wanting to read other stuff for right now. And then 13, I chose the color red, which is Snow White, and that one was A Land to Call Home. That one was on my Kindle, and that one was book 3 of the series or book 4 of the series. I can't remember, but this one was definitely my favorite so far reading it. There was just parts in there, you know, where one of the ladies is having a baby, and it was just hilarious moments in there, and I laughed, and this was definitely my favorite one of the series. So that one I did finish. That's 2 books I finished. Then I drew number 1, which is Magenta, and Magenta was Anna, and that was Glamorous Illusions. I had chose what did I choose underneath it? Glittering Promises, but I changed it to Glamorous Illusions because Glittering Promises was book 2 in the series, so I changed it to the first book, and I never even got around to reading it. Bad on me. Then I chose number 8, and number 8 was Merida, and I chose Dark Green, and that one was Bringing Maggie Home. And this one was a very good book. I did enjoy it. This one where it kind of goes back and forth between back when the incident happened where Maggie disappeared to current day when Maggie's sister is a grandma now, and her and her daughter are button heads, but she has a good special connection with her granddaughter, so they're just trying to navigate life and stuff like that. So this one just launched recently. So anyway, back onto this book. It was good. It was good. I definitely love Kim Vogel-Sawyer. She's one of my favorite authors. But like I said, I definitely gravitate more towards historical fiction, and she does fabulous historical fiction. So anyway, so I would, if there was more in this series, I would totally read it. It was good enough to read in the series. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. And then I drew number 4, which is Belle, and I chose the color white. And this one I did finish. It's Power of a Praying Wife. I seriously need to go in and update my Goodreads account. I think most of this stuff is still on my Goodreads. But anyway, this is Power of a Praying Wife by Stormy O'Meriton. This is a great book if you're learning to pray for your spouse, especially if there's any like issues in the relationship. And just by sitting down and praying for your husband, you'll really start noticing a change of heart and things growing. I love my husband. I don't necessarily have the problems like this gal had in her marriage. and some of the struggles that she went through, but it's still a good starting point for any marriage. So I definitely like it for that. So that one I finished. And the last one I drew number 5, which is number 5 was Cinderella, and I chose dark brown. With that, I chose The Artist's Daughter. Now this one was really hard to get through. This one was a memoir, and if you like that type of stuff, I totally say go for it. But I read it. It's all right. Would I read more? No, I don't think so. This was the first time reading from this person. This was a MOPS approved. I mean, I think she's a good writer and stuff, but I'm just not really into memoirs, I guess. So, I mean, it was all right. I wouldn't pick up anymore. Yeah. So, out of that, I didn't finish 1, 2. Oh, I didn't finish 2 books. 14, 15, 16. So I've read 14 out of 16 books so far. And so let's do a number here. Okay, so let's see. I drew 11. And 11 was Pocahontas, and it's tan or orange. And I'm going to use tan. And the book I'm going to do that is going to be on my Kindle. It's Tracy Peterson's newest book called Beloved Hope. So I'd like to read that one. I'll insert the thing on here. Okay, let's do the random.org again and choose another number. So I drew number 13, and I already used red, so I'm going to use medium blue. I am choosing a book by Julie Klassen called The Maid of Fairborn Hall. So I would like to read that one. Maid of Fairborn Hall, the dark blue. So that gives me 4 books. So I drew number 3, and the last one I used gray already. The other one is bright pink. And let's see. I think I'm going to put back in the Glittering Promises that I took out from last month. Book 2 of the series. So that way I'll just read book 1 and then go straight into book 2. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Is there, hold on, let me look at my Kindle. Let me see if I have some nonfiction picks that I need to read. And then I'll just choose a color instead of doing the random.org and doing it that way. I need to read a nonfiction. I'm just sitting here just scrolling through my Kindle. I know I have a nonfiction in here. Oh my goodness, I have so many books. Living the Proverbs. Okay, so I'm gonna pick this one. Living the Proverbs by Charles Swindoll. So this is what the book looks like. And let's see the color in here that I can grab and just pick one for it. Tan. I could do tan or yellow. I'm going to put it as number 4 for yellow for Belle. So that way I have a nonfiction pick in here too. So that gives me 6 books to be going through. And I am going to call it good after the next update. I think the ending of this is September 9th. That doesn't give me much time to get these read. Okay, so I'm going to read these next 6 books. And if I read these next 6 books, that'll put me at 20 books read. So, and then once I finish these 6 books and finish the 20, I'm going to call this series done. I think it ends September 9th, but I'm just going to go until I finish these next 6 books, and then I'm going to call it finished with 20 books read. So, thank you guys for joining me in this update, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.